Hey everyone, it's Midnight Spectre, and today we've got a bit of a rant video because I'm slowly realizing that the next generation might be kind of screwed. So remember to like, comment, and subscribe. So it's no secret that people are upset with TikTok and saying it's destroying young people's attention spans. I mean, we did have Twitter and Vine before TikTok, and things were alright then, and honestly I don't mind short form content like that. It's kind of interesting to watch a short video if it's interesting or informative. I mean, I try to keep my videos around the 3 or 4 minute mark because I think that makes the videos a bit more digestible. And I always hated in school when I would write a paper or something, and it was under the word or page count, and the teacher would throw it back in my face and say I had to add more stuff, and then I would have to fluff it with filler, even though I've already got my point across, or my argument across. And years later, when I had another YouTube channel, I would make these videos called YouTube Poop. And I would make these videos the most chaotic and insane 1 to 2 minute poops instead of these long drawn out 10-minute videos where towards the middle of the video you can tell the creator is running out of ideas and would just start making dinner and spaghetti edits, or just make the characters from the source material say crass stuff. However, I'm starting to realize that short form content is destroying people's minds, and the people who are saying that are kind of right. I have finished watching chapters 4 and 5 of My Little Pony Make Your Mark on Netflix, and my gripe with it is that this feels like some of the stories are moving at breakneck speed. I'll try not to spoil too much, but there's some episodes where it feels like the pacing is just way too fast for me. Like, in Friendship is Magic, there was enough time in between scenarios to kind of digest what happened, or what is happening. However, with Generation 5, it almost feels like some episodes should be a movie, or a 2-part special, but they cram it into a single 22-minute episode. There's even times where I look at the animation and I'm like, wow, it really feels like they animated at 2 times speed. Don't get me started on Tell Your Tale. While I stayed away from it for a while since I really didn't enjoy the art style, I decided to give it a shot because I love lore. Cute ponies drew me into My Little Pony, but the lore is what made me stay. So I decided maybe I should try Tell Your Tale to get more of my lore fix. So I started watching on Netflix and I realized that the episodes are just TikTok-sized shorts of basically the ponies doing different things. And after getting to episode 3 on Netflix, I felt like I'd watched 2 or 3 hours of pony content. Which leads me to the topic of today's video. The next generation is kind of screwed. I mentioned in a previous video that I watched a meme compilation and I saw a video of a chronically online child sleep scrolling through what I can assume is TikTok, and now companies are jumping on this bandwagon of short form content that's being made to entertain kids, which I'm wondering is what's going to happen to other forms of media. Will new movies and shows being put out in a few years have breakneck pacing? I really hope not, honestly. Then, of course, kids that grew up on the short-form content, they're going to start making their own short-form content when they get older. Which is kind of scary to me because, honestly, I love long YouTube videos, such as the videos made by Post10, where he does a lot of outdoorsy stuff like unclogging culverts and exploring the New England area, and etc. I mean, as a millennial, we also had short-form content in the form of flash animations, but that's because the internet, as we know it today, was still very much in its infancy, and a lot of people had dial-up, so there's only so much content you could put into a 4 to 5 megabit file, and animations take a lot of work. A minute of animation might take 2 or 3 hours to animate. However, now short-form videos aren't a compromise for the limitations of technology of the time, they're just simply a constant dopamine hit. And I don't really have a good answer to this solution, honestly. Parents could limit their child's exposure to this type of content and have them watch or read something else. But I mean, in this technological age, it's really hard to unplug. I remember when we were kids, our parents would force us out of the house if we'd been on the GameCube for too long, and we'd meet up with other neighborhood kids and get in all sorts of shenanigans. Like exploring the space shuttle, which turned out to be a greenhouse, or finding an abandoned homeless camp in the woods and looking through the stuff they had left behind. Hell, our parents didn't really have to force us out of the house. We'd often go out and knock on doors and see if any of the neighborhood kids were home. And we'd go out and play or just explore. Which are some of my fondest memories of us just going out and doing stuff. Not like to sound like an old man, but kids today are just content to just sit online and consume content. Well, I hope everyone enjoyed this week's video, so remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and stay tuned for next week's video. See ya!